Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Cup of Joe. It's your boy, Jonathan, and first of all, thank you everybody who's been watching. I really appreciate all the views. No need to really drag this intro out. We're going to keep playing Secret Kiss and see where it goes. Let's roll. But why would she? Whoa. I could hardly see the cloth part here. Almost see-through. How embarrassing. I could never wear them. Konami, hurry up, or you'll be late. From the hallway, I could hear Emma's voice. She sounded happy. As I thought, it was the work of Emma. Or rather, I have no choice but to wear this? In any event, nobody else would see it. So I told myself. I rushed to change clothes, then went to the living room. When I got out of the bath, Emma had already had her calorie biscuit for breakfast. Sorry, Emma, about your breakfast. I had offered to prepare meals, but I hadn't made anything this morning. No problem. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Bringing her mug to the sink, she glanced at me. By the way, it took you a while to get dressed. That was totally because of the sexy underwear. If only I hadn't overslept, I could have changed into my own. Time was short because I had been admiring her illustration for so long. I have no choice. I'll have to wear them all day. Looking at Emma, who is putting away a mug, I sighed lightly. Somehow I managed to get ready in time. After closing the front door, I left the dormitory. As we left at the same time, I ended up walking with Emma to school. I don't feel right. About sleeping together or how her illustration turned out and so on. I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about with Emma. I felt even more uneasy because I was wearing sexy lingerie. There's barely anything there. It feels kind of breezy. I couldn't take my mind off the underwear. Suddenly, I felt a soft touch on my fingers. I suddenly realized that Emma had grabbed my hands. What's wrong, Emma? Emma didn't answer at all, but twisted her fingers around mine. Wait a moment. Isn't this like a couple holding hands? I panicked and tried to shake my hands away, but Emma didn't allow it. Hey, Emma, your hands. I felt so embarrassed that I finally turned my head to Emma. So, your hands? You mean you don't want to hold hands with me? No, that's not what I mean. I mean, somebody might see us. Oh, stop your worrying. I don't care if someone sees us. Emma wouldn't let go of my hands. But her grip got weaker and weaker until I was able to pull my hand away at any time. This, as if I had a choice. I could neither shake off nor grasp back her hands. I had just been grabbed by her. You shouldn't worry so much. I know, but still. I didn't know how to deal with this hand. Looking at me, she giggled. Would you please hold my hand just a little longer, until we turn that corner? I followed her glance. When we would reach the corner a few meters away, we would soon see the main gate. The time we could hold hands would be less than 5 minutes. You don't mind that, do you? Well then, it's alright. I grasped her hand softly. I'm sure I could draw that illustration well. I wondered whether to darken the colors or not, but I wanted to use new colors too. As far as the hairstyle, I thought it out a little. She seems to be in a better mood than usual. She was talking a lot. Was that because we were holding hands? It might take too much time to finish it. While talking about the illustration, Emma was beaming, and it made me so happy. On top of that, I was able to listen to her explain her artistic process. As her fan, I was overjoyed. Walking side by side, I looked over her profile as I listened to her. Are you listening? Suddenly, Emma looked at me. The moment our eyes met, and my heart skipped a beat. Huh? Oh, of course. Yes, I'm listening. Really? Then tell me what I just said. Well, that it was your pride and joy that you had thought out the colors and other things, too. One more thing. You told me about the amount of time you spent creating it, didn't you? Bingo. Emma said breathily. Breathily. Right. I listened carefully, didn't I? But you didn't say anything, so it seemed like I was talking to myself. She puffed out her cheeks a little. Could she be sulking? Huh? She may be cute. Emma always looked cool and mature for her age. Knowing that she could make such a childlike face made my heart warm. Please talk to me like that too, okay? Okay, I'll do that. Emma continued talking, looking forward. The closer we got to the corner, the less we talked, although we had talked about various things. Besides, we started to hear other students' voices even though we couldn't see them yet. Konami. As she suddenly said my name, I turned towards her. Yeah? What's up? No, it's nothing, she said. Then she squeezed my hand tightly again, then pulled her hand away. The morning homeroom class had ended. When I was erasing the chalk from the blackboard, my teaching mentor approached me. Miss Izuho, could you help me a little? Yes, of course. What can I do for you? Today we have a science lesson, right? So I want you to prepare the materials and equipment for it. Well then, should I go to the faculty room and get them? Yes, that's right. But there's a lot of stuff, so it might be tough for you to carry alone. It's really that much? You'll need someone in class to help. When the teacher looked out towards the students, Emma appeared before we knew it. I'll give you a hand. Huh? Will you, Miss Sierzawa? She was surprised to hear Emma's offer and opened her eyes wide. Yes. Is that okay? Sure, of course. It's just unusual to see you volunteering. It's so nice to actively help others out, right, Miss Izuho? Yeah. Ah. I could see how happy she was to hear Emma's offer, so she gave a lot of praise. It's my pleasure. Please, tell me the materials and equipment and how many we need. Okay, well, first... Without hesitation, Emma listened and confirmed the explanation I should have been following. I needed to get it together. After lunch, as the mentor had instructed, Emma and I went to the preparation room. Closely lined cabinets in the corner of the classroom were stuffed with various kinds of materials and equipment. I put 2 cardboard boxes on the desk. We can put the materials in this box and the equipment in the other box. Then let's carry them to the classroom. Alright. Well then, I'll take them down from the cabinets, then please put them in the box one after the other. I took the lab equipment down from the cabinet and handed them to Emma. She put everything in the box. Anyway, she was pretty surprised, wasn't she? She probably hadn't expected me to volunteer. I'm not usually so assertive. That reminded me of what the teacher had told me about Emma before. For example, how she hadn't settled into class or made friends with her classmates since transferring to this school. If such a person suddenly volunteered to help out, it would surely be surprising to everybody. At the time, other students who had been watching our back and forth from afar watched us with wide eyes. They also seemed concerned about her. Though Emma had a distant air about her, she would have quickly started getting along with other students if she had smiled at them like she did at me. After taking one more piece of equipment out, I switched my gaze from the cabinet to Emma. If you would just speak to them, I'm sure they would be happy. Emma glanced up at me. Rather than talking about that, are you keeping track of how many we are taking? Oh, I'm sorry. How many do we need again? 15. Pay closer attention, please. Sorry. I'll be more careful. Counting the equipment at hand in a hurry, I just thought she had dodged my question just now, hadn't she? Phew. This is all the equipment we need. We just need the reference books now, right? Are the shelves for the materials over there? I looked at the shelves Emma had pointed at. The reference books were up on the top shelf. I reached my hands up as far as I could. It's no good. They're too high to reach. Konami, I'll bring a stepladder. Oh, yes please. Emma put the stepladder that had been in the corner of the room at my feet. Konami, here you are. Thank you, Emma. I climbed up the stepladder quickly and looked for the reference books we needed from the top shelf. Well, I'm pretty sure they're around here. I stretched both hands out and pulled the books down. The next moment, I felt a light touch on my buttocks. Huh? What? I looked back immediately. Was that you, Emma? You were staggering, so I just supported your waist. Waist? I was absolutely sure that she touched my buttocks. Was that just coincidence? While worrying about Emma, I picked up the reference book. Then, this time, I was touched around my thigh. At the same time, my skirt seemed to be turned up a little. Emma, what are you... Good. You're wearing them, aren't you? Huh? Them. Ah. I had totally forgotten I was wearing that sexy underwear. I was so embarrassed that my face was getting hot. Hiding my face with the reference book, I talked to Emma standing under the stepladder. Why did you switch our underwear? Didn't you like it? I chose them because I thought they would fit you. I never asked you to do something like that. The color also suits you. Well then... Just then the sound of a camera shutter came so as to block my words. I looked back reflexively. I saw Emma with her smartphone in hand. Hey, Emma, did you, right now, take a picture? You took a picture. No, I didn't. Emma was looking up at me with a blank look. But your phone is in your hand and I just heard a shutter sound. I think it was just your imagination. Incredible. She was talking without hesitation, almost as if nothing had happened. But... I don't care if you check my phone. Emma held out her phone screen so I could see it. Based on this reaction, is it possible that she actually hadn't taken a picture? Then what was that shutter sound? I glanced at Emma. She looked somehow happy. Could she be messing with me? She could have just made the sound, then had she enjoyed herself seeing my surprised reaction? Well, you know, Emma. Konami, please take the reference book down quickly. We don't have a lot of time. Though I felt uneasy, as Emma said, the class would start if I didn't hurry. For now, materials first. I went down the stepladder slowly with the reference books in both my hands. I lost my balance just a little. Yikes! Konami. She had caught hold of me from behind. A sweet smell came wafting in. I felt the warmth of Emma's body on my back, and my heart started beating faster and faster. Thank you. It's dangerous, so I'll keep hold of you. But I'm okay now. The stepladder had only 4 steps, so as long as I took care, I would be able to step down without any support. Even so, Emma kept holding me gently. Well, no. It's less like holding and more like being hugged. After stepping down the last step, what would happen? And that's where we're going to leave off. I love leaving it off with a question. It's just something so satisfying to me personally, because I get to keep playing and you just have to wait till tomorrow. Oh, I'm an evil genius. Anyway, thanks again for everybody that's been watching. I really do appreciate it a lot. And, I mean, stay tuned for more content. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. So long.